my channel. So it has been a while since I have done like a hair care video, how I get my hair to grow thick, healthy, and strong. So today's that video. I'm gonna go through my hair care routine, the things that were life-changing in regards to helping me grow my hair in thick again, because I struggled for years with thinning hair and I had the nice bald spot to prove it. So I'm gonna go over that with you guys. But in this video, I am not gonna go into like the whole detailed journey behind my hair loss and then that whole thing. So I will link that video below. It's linked in like every video in the description box for you guys. So you can go watch the whole thing and you can see like all the details. Today is just gonna be kind of like an overview of what I'm doing, what I've changed, and how it helps my hair grow thick, healthy, strong, shiny, and super fast. So if you didn't catch it in my stories on Instagram, I took you guys with me to the hair salon and I got 6 inches cut off, which is really nice. I just wanted to have a lighter head of hair for the summer because it has gotten so thick and so heavy and it grows really, really fast. So it'll be that long again by fall. But I had her cut 6 inches off for me. We put in a few light layers. I do have kind of naturally wavy hair that has some curl under it, and I didn't want to go crazy with the layers because I am lazy and I don't like to style my hair, which is why I'm growing out my bangs because they've been really cute to have, but they require daily maintenance or styling, and I'm just like, I can't do it. So those are being grown out. But for the first time since my early 20s, I had the girl use those scissors that have like all the teeth on them to thin it out. Now, I have been pretty neurotic about cutting my hair for years because it had gotten so thin that I hated getting haircuts. So it just speaks volumes to how far I've come to be able to just go in and be like, let's just chop 6 inches off, thin it out a little bit, and feel completely comfortable and confident that it's just gonna continue to grow fast, thick, and healthy. So my only announcements for today is to remind you that my best-selling weight loss guide and cookbook, Plantifully Lean, is available at stores if you didn't know. And this is basically where I show you everything you need to know about losing weight on a plant-based diet. This is how I lost 70 pounds and have kept it off for years now. And I did it without counting calories. So in that book, I teach you how to do it all without counting calories. You can certainly track calories if you want. I include all of that information in there, but I show you the various plate building methods that I had to use in order to help me move through plateaus and get to the place that I wanted to get to with my health and weight. It is in stores. You can get it at Walmart, Barnes & Noble, Target. Actually, I think it's sold out on Target online. It has been sold out. They may be restocked. But you can walk into, like I said, Barnes & Noble, Walmart, the Tattered Cover, anywhere books are sold. Okay, so growing thick, healthy, shiny hair. So the number one goes without saying, but we're gonna say it, is that a healthy diet is absolutely essential to healthy hair. You know, what goes on with your hair, skin, and nails is a direct reflection of what you have going on inside of you. And if all you're doing is feeding yourself processed junk, you're probably gonna have some really junky results. So for me personally, what that looks like is a mostly whole food, plant-based diet. This is, again, if you're new to me, how I was able to lose 70 pounds and keep it off. So remember, like, Snickers aren't gonna give us luxurious locks. And I certainly didn't believe that in my 20s or my early 30s because I was eating crap and still had thick, luxurious hair. Then I started developing all of these health issues, started losing hair by the fistful, and so now I sing a different tune. So, number one, clean up your diet. Just incorporate more fresh fruits and vegetables, whole grains, potatoes, legumes, all that good stuff. So number two on my list is actually probably the main player right behind diet for me. It is the main player right behind diet for me. It made all the difference in getting rid of my bald spot. So this is me several years ago with a nice little bald spot right there. Again, I will link the video below that you guys can go check out to see all the details on that whole journey, what that was like. But I'm gonna show you what basically solved that for me. And it is the Vegan Multi by Compliment. Now, long story short, I decided to go with them. They did not come to me. You know, lots of companies send me product and want to pay me to promote them. And you guys know that I don't work with companies. I don't like to be a billboard. I work with very few companies, but because I use and believe in their products and I found them, they didn't find me. So I take this vegan multi, and I like it because it's not full of filler and weird junk. It doesn't have like these mega doses of stuff, which is why I didn't want to take a multivitamin in the first place, because you hear of how awful they are for you, and they put like these mega doses of you don't even know what, because they're not regulated, into their vitamins, and then it throws levels off in your body and it can just wreak all sorts of havocs. And that was like the main reason I decided to go with Complement. And it comes in this really cute biodegradable bag, but it only has this in it, guys. Like, these are the things that you need for healthy, gorgeous hair. So I got on this and my hair started growing back immediately. So when you order it, it comes in that bag, and then they give you this cute little jar here that says Complement, and then you can just pour it all in here. And the capsules are just these black capsules, and you just take 3 a day. I take them whenever, normally in the morning. If I forget, then I'll take them in the evening. It doesn't matter when you take them. You can spread it out throughout the day, whatever. Just get those 3 in. And I never miss a day. And I'm not exaggerating, because I don't want to have a bald spot again, or like experience hair loss like I was going through. So I am very, very regimented when it comes to taking that. If there's one thing you do out of all of this, seriously look into that supplement, because it made all of the difference in the world for me. I've heard from you guys that have started taking this after you saw my initial journey video a few years ago when I posted it, and you guys have all had the exact same results. I don't know why it's magical. Maybe the proportions, they have things mixed in, I don't know, but it is life for hair. So a question that I get asked a lot when it comes to the supplement is, you guys want to know how long it took before I noticed that I didn't have a bald spot anymore. And it was about 3 months before I like really noticed, because the bald spot was like right here on the top of my head back here. I couldn't see it. I knew it was there, and I basically just like wore hats every day because I'm short and I just didn't want everybody taller than me seeing my bald spot. But it was about 3 months before I noticed like this tuft of hair. My daughter used to laugh because I looked like one of those little trolls, you know, those little toy trolls that have like the little jewel in the belly button. So I looked like that. I had like this thick tuft of hair, but then I noticed that there was just baby hair everywhere. And my hairline used to go like way back, but you guys can see like I have so much hair and it just like fills in. Unfortunately, it also makes my eyebrows grow, which is, you know, cracks me up when people are like, what do you use to fill in your brows? I'm like, no girl, like we don't fill these in. We thin these out, because I look like Bert from Sesame Street. So, and obviously like what is good for your hair is good for your skin and your nails. Like my nails definitely, they just grow like crazy and are strong and beautiful. They used to be like ridged and had like lines in them, and that all went away like now. And I had that like my whole life. So if you do one thing, I would say get the supplement, try it out, give it a good 6 months, be really good about it, be diligent, don't like forget to take it all the time and then be like, this doesn't work, because it is what got rid of that for me and makes me feel confident that I can go chop 6 inches off my hair and do crazy stuff to it, and that it's gonna be fine because it just grows like crazy. Okay, so now let's talk products and things you can do to keep your hair from shedding more, and things you can do to encourage growth. So you guys saw that I showed you that I love using this Derma-E scalp shampoo. So I have a sensitive scalp, so I like using this. It's like a tea tree shampoo, and I just find it like Whole Foods, even my regular grocery store carries it, but I will see if I can find it on Amazon and give you guys a link as well. So I use this, but I also, if I had to pick one to use the rest of my life, I would use this one. And this is a shampoo bar, which I have been doing now for about, I want to say like a year. And this is the purifying like scalp one. And it has green clay, lemongrass, rosemary, and peppermint. And the rosemary is to help stimulate growth. And the reason I love this is because it doesn't strip your hair of any oils. I do feel like this one's a little stronger. So I'm going to tell you guys how I use it and when I use it in conjunction with this one. So last night, because I know I was going to be filming this video today, I like got on Amazon and ordered myself a bunch of these, because every time I show you guys something, you sell it out and then I can't get my hands on it for a while. So I went ahead and I got myself some before I've learned my lesson, because Amazon's the only place that I know to get these. I can't get them locally. But here's the soapbox that I always stand on when it comes to shampoos or lotions, anything that you put on your skin, especially when it comes to like your scalp and hair loss. You know, whether you use the products that I'm going to show you or you source other products, you want to find something that is as natural as possible. I like this one because it doesn't have any fragrance, neither does this. I'm very sensitive to fragrance. It gives me the craziest, itchiest scalp, and then I start shedding hair more. So you don't want to be putting harsh chemicals on your scalp because it will increase hair shedding, and not to mention you're absorbing those chemicals into your skin. So you just want to be really careful with that. So I always opt for as natural of products as possible. So the question that I get a lot is, how often do I wash my hair? And I know it's really popular to wash your hair as little as possible because it doesn't dry your hair out, and you know, there's a lot of really good things about it. However, for me, that does not work. I live in a cabin in the mountains and there's a lot of work to be done around here. There's a lot of wood to be chopped and fencing to mend. I like to work out as well, and I get really sweaty and dirt gets on your scalp. And if I don't wash that off, then I get an itchy scalp and I start shedding more hair. So the thing to realize about sweat and just normal like sebum and excretions on your scalp is that they are acidic in nature, and acid, when it sits there, it starts to burn, and that's that itching. So I forever like was trying to do like the no shampoo and the like wash your hair like once a week or once every 10 days, and I could just not get there for me personally. And I tried for like the better part of a year, and this was back like in my 20s, like 20 years ago. So I've learned over the years that for me, I have to wash my hair like every other day, and I just oil my ends very lightly when I get out of the shower. And guys, if you could touch, I think you can see like how shiny my hair is, and I don't put shine sprays or anything on. It's very soft and hydrated, and I live in Colorado, which is a very dry, arid climate. So all I can tell you is to really just try to find what works for you. If it works for you to only wash your hair once a week or once every 10 days or whatever it is, like awesome. Do that. Just pay attention to shedding cycles. Are you shedding more? Is your scalp itchy? Because I can guarantee you, if you let your scalp get itchy, there's going to be more hair fallout. Okay, so right now I'm going to show you guys what I refer to as like my magic sauce. So this is the little bottle that I get at Whole Foods. You can get it in like the beauty section. And what I make in here is a concoction that aids in hair growth. So what I put in here is I fill it halfway with some grapeseed oil, and this is the one that I normally just like order off of Amazon. Sometimes the Whole Foods down in the city has it, so I'll get it wherever I can. So I'll fill it about halfway, just under halfway with that, and then I will fill it with equal parts of this pumpkin seed oil. And pumpkin seed oil has also been shown to really promote hair growth and stimulate your hair follicles. It's rich in antioxidants and zinc. So that goes in here. And then I add this rosemary oil. And you can also get this at Whole Foods. I can get it in my regular grocery store. You just want to get a good quality rosemary oil. I will link one for you guys as well. But I add 40 to 60 drops of the rosemary oil into my grapeseed oil and pumpkin seed oil mix. And then I just mix it up really, really good. And then it looks like this. So there's been some really compelling research on how effective rosemary is for getting your hair to grow back. They found that it was even more effective than Rogaine, which is why I've been doing this now for several years. I usually do this like twice a week. Before I wash, I will take the dropper and like just part my hair and put some of the oil in, and then I rub it into my scalp. I don't get it all over. I just really try to work into my scalp and just like massage it in. And then I let it sit there for a minimum of 20 minutes. I will go all day if I don't have to go anywhere or be anywhere. Leave it on your scalp for as many hours as you would like. I don't sleep in it. I don't want the mess with pillowcases and pillows and on my sheets and stuff. So minimum of 20 minutes. I think the max I do is like 4 hours because that's just generally how my schedule works out. And then I go to wash it out. So this shampoo is my ride or die, use it all the time. And it also has rosemary in it. But if I happen to get too much oil in my hair, because this isn't a stripping shampoo, it really can leave my hair still feeling kind of oily because it doesn't get all of it out. So that's when I will use the Derma-E to really like help get the oil out. But at the same time, this doesn't dry my scalp out. So if you only want to buy one shampoo, I would say this one, but this one smells so good and it's so clean, and it also has rosemary in it. So that's why I have both, because I have a lot of hair and the oil can really like, sometimes it's just hard to get it out. Now, I know you guys are going to ask me if I think that it's the rosemary oil that's helping my hair get thick and not the supplement, but I was on the Complement supplement for a good year before I started doing the oil treatments. And so my hair had already like been growing in, my bald patch was gone, like my nails were looking great. So no, I think that if you're gonna do anything, clean up your diet, take the supplement. You wanna know like the order of importance. I would say, obviously you wanna eat well. I don't ever wanna not put that at number one. So number one, clean up your diet, you know, start cutting back on the processed food. Number two, the supplement, because that, I mean, it literally, when I researched hair loss, all the minerals and vitamins that came up, this supplement has, and they're in such minimal doses that I'm just still shocked to this day that it's so effective as it is. It just goes to show you don't need like these mega crazy doses of scary vitamins. And then after that is making sure you have a clean, you know, shampoo that doesn't have harsh chemicals or fragrances in it, because what you put on your scalp is, you know, if you irritate your scalp, your hair is gonna fall out. I think you can totally not do the rosemary oil. I do it just for like scalp health, and who doesn't want like more? Like if I can have even more hair, like why not? And I work from home, so I'm able to do it. So don't stress if you can't do this. I think if you get good, clean products, clean up your diet, research the supplement, make sure you're getting the things that you need to build healthy hair, skin, and nails, you will do great. I think that that's perfectly adequate. If you're gonna use heat styling, use a heat protector. I like this one, and I also find it at Whole Foods, and I will see if I can find it on Amazon and give you guys a link, and at least that way you can look at it. But it's the Ultra Luxurious Super Potion Silkening Hair Serum by Too Chic. So that's what I use as my heat protectant. But like this right here, I got from wearing my hair in like these twist braids. There's so many tutorials nowadays on how to do heatless waves. So I feel like, you know, just get creative and find ways to style your hair that doesn't damage it. The other tip for helping to keep your hair hydrated and elastic so it's not brittle and breaking off is to, when you get out of the shower after you've towel dried your hair, take the tiniest bit that you really don't need a lot because you don't want to look greasy. Just take less than you even think, the tiniest bit of your of your grapeseed oil in your hand. Just rub it around in your hands and then just go through your ends like this. And I always go from like my collarbone down. If you have shorter hair, just as a rule, go from like your ears down, because you don't want to put oil up here because your scalp releases oil and you just don't want to become like a greasy mess. So I just oil my ends from here down, and then I let it air dry and I'm good to go. All right, guys, well, really that's it. I just wanted to make a quick video to give you guys the tools that I incorporated into my life to transform my hair health. And it really just comes down to, one, make sure you're getting all of the nutrients you need to build healthy hair, skin, and nails. Use clean products, do an oil mask here and there, and use heat styling as little as possible to maintain the integrity and health of your hair. And that should really help you get going. And remember, it's a process, it takes time. You know, hair grows an average of 6 inches a year. So if you have hair that's right here and you want hair down to your waist, you know, it's just gonna take some time, and that's okay. Just be patient with yourself, treat your hair with lots of love, and enjoy the ride. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. And remember, hair loss can really affect you for so many different reasons. It can be hormones, stress, deficiencies. It can be a multitude of things, but don't give up. It can be really frustrating and demoralizing. I was frustrated for years, and then with the bald patch showing up, I was freaking out, but I didn't stop looking for answers, and I didn't stop trying things. Even when the doctors were like, well, you know, try not to stress out, it might correct itself. Like, that wasn't a good enough answer for me. So keep going, don't lose hope, you know, Keep looking for your answer and you will find it. All right, I love you guys and I will see you next time.